Hey, I'm in love. My fingers keep on clicking to the beating of my heart. Hey, I can't stop my feet. Ebony and ivory and dancing in the street. Hey, it's 'cause of you. The world is in a crazy, hazy hue. My heart is beating like a jungle drum. Ba-da-dum-ka-dum-ka-dum-dum-dum-dum. My heart is beating like a jungle drum. Rock-a-tuk-a-tuk-a-tuk-a-rock-a-tum-tum. My heart is beating like a jungle drum. Man, you got me burning. I'm the moment between the striking and the fire. Hey, read my lips, 'cause all they say is kiss, 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 kiss. No, it won't ever stop. My hands are in the air, yes, I'm in love. My heart is beating like a jungle drum. Rock-a-tunk-a-tunk-a-tunk-a-tunk-a-tunk-tunk. My heart is beating like a jungle drum. Rock-a-tunk-a-tunk-a-tunk-a-tunk-a-tunk. My heart is beating like a jungle drum. Rum-tung-tung-rum-kung-kung. My heart is beating like a jungle drum.
Mama was queen of the mambo, Papa was king of the Congo. Deep down in the jungle, I started banging my first bongo. Every monkey like to be in my place instead of me, 'cause I'm the king of bongo, baby, I'm the king of bongo bong. I went to the big town where there is a lot of sound. From the jungle to the city, looking for a bigger crown. So I play my boogie for the people of big city, but they don't go crazy when I banging on my boogie. I'm the king of the bongo, king of the bongo. Hear me when I come, baby. King of the bongo, king of the bongo. Nobody like to be in my place instead of me, 'cause nobody go crazy when I banging on my boogie. I'm a king without a crown, hanging loose in a big town, but I'm a king of bongo, baby, I'm the king of bongo bong. King of the bongo, king of the bongo. Hear me when I come, baby. King of the bongo, king of the bongo. Hear me when I come. They say that I'm a clown, making too much dirty sound. They say there is no place.
I just have one thing to say. Hang on here.
All right. There you go. Dance a little bit, Joe. Come on.
I'll tell you, my man. Barack and I think it's a right for people to have bad health care. People to have bad health care. You're trying your best, but it never feels like enough. I'm sick and tired of ordinary people being fleeced. I'm tired of being quiet. Where I'm sick and tired. I'm just sick and tired.
To commit to concrete actions to stop the destruction of this magnificent planet. This conference is one of the most important meetings in history. On behalf
Kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap. We're going to seize their yachts, their luxury homes, and other ill-begotten gains of Putin's kleptocracy. Kleptocracy. The guys who are the kleptocracies. That's what the compact says, loudly and clearly. And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. He's going to beat President Putin. President Zelensky. I'm so focused on beating Putin, we got to worry about it. Anyway, Mr. President.
What I'm going to do is fix the tax system. For example, we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. Billionaires in America. And what's happening? They're in a situation where they, in fact, pay 8.2% in taxes. If they just paid 24%, 25%, either one of those numbers, they'd raise $500 billion, I should say, in a 10-year period. We'd be able to wipe out his debt. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden.
You had no circumstance where they could come across the border with the number of border police there are now. We significantly increased the number of asylum officers. Significantly, by the way, the Border Patrol endorsed my position. In addition to that, we found ourselves in a situation where when he was president, he was separating babies from their mothers, putting them in cages, making sure the families were separated. That's not the right way to go. What I've done since I've changed the law, what's happened? I've changed it in a way that now you're in a situation where there are 40% fewer people coming across the border illegally. It's better than when he left office. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look,
the wages of black unemployment is the lowest level it's been in a long, long time. Number three, we're trying to provide housing for black Americans and dealing with the segregation that exists among these corporations that collude to keep people out of their houses. In addition to that, we find that the impact of the choice that black families have to make relative to child care is incredibly difficult. And we did the first major piece of legislation that passed, and we provide that child care protections and increase economic growth because more people can be in the job market. So there's more to be done, provided we have to take out student loans that were ballooning, that if they were engaged in nursing, and anything having to do with volunteerism. If they paid their bills for 10 years and their student debt, all the rest is forgiven after 10 years.
Вы меня рассмешили.
Sie haben mich zum Lachen gebracht. Gott segne Sie.